Hi and welcome to your Niagara News headlines for Monday, July the 30th, provided by Bullet News Niagara and ICFAD TV. I'm Annie Sylvester. Let's take a look at the local weather first of all. Tonight, clear skies, a low of 16. Tuesday, sunny, a risk of a thunderstorm in the evening, a high of 29. Wednesday, sunny, a low of 19, a high of 28. Thursday, sunny skies again, a low of 18, a high of 30. And for Friday, a mix of sun and clouds, a low of 19, a high of 29. And now to some of your top headlines. Welland NDP MPP Cindy Forster just finished tallying the results of a health survey that solicited opinions from residents on a wide variety of healthcare topics, including hospital services to home care. She sent it to 49,000 homes in her riding and says that respondents have some big concerns when it comes to access and service. The overriding issue was wait times and access to care in general. About 1,100 people responded to Forster's survey, the results of which were compiled and analyzed by Welland-based Lattice Research consultants. Forster said she plans to make the full results of the survey available to the public. She also plans to share the data with the NHS, the Health Ministry, and other healthcare agencies. Niagara Regional Police have arrested a 17-year-old male after the Delta Bingo on Drummond Road in Niagara Falls was robbed of cash early Saturday morning. However, they're still looking for two suspects. The first is described as a white male about 6 feet tall with a large build. He was wearing a black hoodie and black sweatpants. The other is described as a white male about 5'10" with a medium build. He was wearing a light gray hoodie and sweatpants as well. Call police with any information. 5 people were injured too seriously as a result of a two-car collision in Welland on Sunday around 4:30 p.m. Niagara Regional Police say a 50-year-old female was driving westbound on Thorold Road in a Buick when a 51-year-old woman in a Toyota Corolla hit her from behind at a high rate of speed. The Toyota then struck 3 pedestrians who were on the north sidewalk of Thorold Road, overturned and landed in the driveway of Centennial High School. The 20-year-old and 21-year-old pedestrians received serious injuries, while the 2-year-old toddler they were pushing received minor injuries. The drivers were both taken to Welland County General Hospital with minor injuries, with the collision remaining under investigation by police. Niagara Regional Police say they arrested a man Friday afternoon who allegedly caused $10,000 damage to a greenhouse in Niagara Falls after finding him hiding in a child's dollhouse. Police had received a report of an unwanted person in the area of Lundy's Lane and Garner Road when they started a search and found the suspect in the dollhouse located at the rear of a residence. Charged with trespass by night and break-and-enter is 31-year-old Bradley Amadio. A controversial plan to build a 12-story condo complex on publicly owned land at Bay Beach has survived another challenge. On Friday, Fort Erie councillors voted 4-3 to accept a Ministry of Natural Resources permit for the protection of a threatened species of toads which make their home along the shores of Bay Beach. But the meeting was about more than just the fate of the toads, as obtaining the MNR permit was one of the final conditions of purchase and sale between the town and the condo developer, the Molinaro Group, before a transfer of a portion of the property can be made. Okay, let's take a quick break here. More news in a moment. Welcome back. The Funk family from Jordan know that good wine comes from good grapes. Doug Funk, his son Doug Jr., and his brother Randy all tend to the family Riesling vineyards in the Niagara region. Let's take a behind-the-scenes look now.
Welcome to our farm. My favorite variety to grow is probably, I would have to say Vidal. The way we grow them, they all hang, at about this high, and they all hang right out in the open, and they're this nice golden brown bunch of grapes, and so I think it really looks neat hanging there.
I like the look of the Riesling vineyards, and everything's hedged and tucked and very nice looking. The fruit's all hanging down on that lower fruiting wire.
My favorite grapes to grow, I guess. I enjoy growing all of them. They each present their own unique challenges, and at the end of the day, there's always satisfaction when you have harvest and your labors of the summer come to fruition. In order to produce good wine, we have to start with good quality grapes. and that process begins very early in the season. And at this point of the growing season, we're just kind of midway, 3/4 of the way through bloom.
One of the challenges we face in Ontario, and all growers alike, is the humidity, and so that's why we do things like leaf removal, keeping the weeds out underneath the vines, to maintain that airflow. That way everything can stay dry, and try and create an environment that's more ideal for the vine to grow in.
You know, we grew up on the farm. Our parents had a small fruit farm, but we spent most of our time, our formative years, working with our grandfather and our uncles in the vineyards. So that's sort of the seed was planted there. Doug started farming first, and a few years later then I joined him.
Yeah, Doug was a farmer from day one. When he was like 4 years old, in fact, when he was 2 years old, he was riding on a harvester with me, and I had to change his diaper, and it was all black from the seeds that were in there. he was 2 years old, and it was yeah, he knew where he wanted to be from day one.
You know, we live on the farm, and I think that's, you know, in the evening you go out in your backyard kind of thing, and you're in the vineyard. But it really is integrated, and when you've got a family farm, that's what you get. You know, each of our kids has worked on the farm. The values that they learned on the farm, the work ethic, and you know, the good work habits, the relationships, how to manage those relationships as well. I think that's a lesson that you might not get anywhere else.
Being able to work with your kids on the farm and seeing them grow up, I don't think I can actually put a value on that. It's just awesome. It's very labor intensive, and the more time and energies you put into growing your fruit, the better the end product.
And that wraps it up for today. From everyone here at Bullet News Niagara and ICFAD TV, I'm Annie Sylvester. Good night.